I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
Hello my darkies. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, I am alive. I'm sorry if I worried any of you. I've been very busy. Do you like the improvements? If so, I'll keep doing this from now on. Anyways, for today's episode, I decided to go for a snowy night theme. As you can see here, I'm experimenting with brushes, textures and colors to make it look like a realistic night sky. And there's the moon I added. I used a different brush instead of the usual dip pen for the base of my background. I'm very proud of it. Proof you can make anything look good. And here's the off. I decided to redesign it a bit, but the owner of the off wanted the odd color scheme on her. You'll see the change in a sec. I think the redesign is better suited for a kid or past off than as a current off, but I still think it came out looking amazing. The off was kind of hard to trace, especially with the darker colors in the hair and tail. I make my job a lot harder on myself, but it's totally worth it. The tracing took a while to do. As you can see, it certainly won't be the last time I trace a character. Regardless of that, I love the off. You want the lines of your art to be straight as possible so you don't end up with a choppy base or edit. I like to use different colors ahead of time when I trace the character so I don't have to go back and redo it over black lines. It just makes it easier. I know it doesn't look like much now, but trust the process. I think this is one of the best edits I've done in all of the history of editing people's ops. That's saying something considering I haven't done an episode in over 8 months, and I haven't posted for about 2 months.
Trying to get to you.
Okay, hands, my worst enemy. If you've known me enough you know I hate drawing hands and cannot draw them to save my life. As you see here, I struggle about 800 million times before finally deciding it's not worth my time. Okay, note, back to tracing, basic coloring. The eyes. Figured I'd let you see them up close, since they seemed very small on Ibis paint. Editing the eyes are my favorite part. I drew these from scratch, no tracing. I love how they turned out. I added a lot more detail than I usually did. It paid off very well. For some reason when I draw eyes they tend to pop on the character. I'll have to experiment more in the future. It's a new eye style by the way. And we're back to mini mode, adjusting the eyes on the character, and some more basic coloring, which in my opinion is very satisfying to do. Usually I color in everything except for the hair so I can work on that separately. Sneak peek again, adding details like the bandage and circles on her eyes. Drawing the mouth. I know the original one would have been fine, but for some reason I like drawing them myself. Now we're moving on to the hair. You'll see a big mistake I made later on. I must have misclicked or something. But anyways, I'm using an airbrush for the base, and then I use several brushes for details and lighting or shading. What I decided to do was very bold and I actually liked it. This is a new hair editing style I usually do not do. Decided to outline the ock in white to make it pop, and also made the flowers in her hair look like rhinestones. The different shades of blue in the hair really make it stand out. She's just so cute, I can't even right now. And we aren't even done. I hope I didn't add too much highlight lol. I'm not the best at shading clothes but I'm really good at patterns so that's what I usually do. New editing style on the tail. It's real easy and pretty to do. Just some final details on the clothes. I just realized it looks similar to Epoch's episode 13, but that's okay. It's still really pretty. And here I'm adding the final details and last minute highlighting. Added the watermark to be safe. And that's about it. Here are the final results. Overall, I loved doing this edit and I'm very proud of what I've done with it. If you zoom in very closely, you will see that the edit is a bit choppy, but I tried my best to avoid that. The colors are very pretty and honestly, I think the background looks realistic and very pretty. Of course, have the edit without the watermark only for Wendy to use. I already gave them the OC code if they wanted to use it. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Until next time, my dark peeps, and I hope you enjoy the art, Wendy.